It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today,
And
looking for
it's Renaissance Man.
to ease my mind and
I'm here
my living.
to ease my
I
mind
look
and
into the windows of the
help my
passing
living.
cars driving next to me.
It's Renaissance Man. It's daily variety show Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1352 in a row of the Renaissance Man show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night. So before we get going, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, smack the screen a bunch of times on TikTok, because the more you do that, the more people are going to join us. I've been live 1,352 days in a row. Let's go! What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is obnoxious tonight. You know, when you're here trying to do a monologue, just freaking Joanne's back there wheezing from the top. You'd think I'd get used to it after 1,352 days. Yeah, you know. What's that, Joanne? Oh, no, Joanne, I know you're trying. Birth defect. Look, she's doing it. Guys, Joanne's not real. Anyway, we're getting into it. Tonight we have a news story for you. 50 different types of cancer can be detected with one blood sample. I'm interested. I haven't read the story. As you know, I never read the stories. We do it live in the moment here. This is the only live creation show on planet Earth. 1,352 days in a row. There are 196 songs on Spotify and iTunes. Just type in Mark Pires. 5 feature films on YouTube. And we're going to freaking do another feature film. Let's do a feature film tonight, Joanne! No, Joanne, your wheeze can't be in the film. She wanted it to be in. Look, guys, the news is coming. This is a live improv comedy show. We read the comedy news. I just try to throw some freaking comedy into the news stories that we read. Literally, if you come to YouTube, you're going to see it. We literally read the story, and you read it with me. I'm on the little small guy in the corner of the screen, and the story's there scrolling. Joanne's scrolling it, doing a Joe Biden teleprompter deal for me so I could read it. But it's cold read, which I love, so I'm just in the moment reading this thing for you for the first time. That's how we do the news. In fact, anything, if you've ever seen my news clips I put out here, they're one takes. I literally run through them, and I'll do 1 minute, and I'll just say something, and then I'll cut it and send it out to you guys. So that's what this show is. It's in the moment reactions to life. When you live in the moment, you're forced to take that moment and create something magical with it. That's what we do here 1,052 days in a row, so please smash that screen. Please follow, subscribe, let everybody in the world know there's one guy who's been here for 3+ years, 4+ years in a row. We're almost at 5 years in a row, guys! Every single day, even Christmas, Easter, your birthday, my birthday, every birthday. We're here doing it. What's that? No, Joanne, I'm taking out the guitar tonight after we do the news story. We're writing a song. So if you're here on TikTok, I will write you a song. Just give me a topic, or just give me, like, you know, a name of something, a song. Guys, we're about to get a woohoo. This is one of the best parts of the show. Here we go. Zabrask. Woohoo! Right. I was here. You were there. We were doing it together. Zabrask, he brought it, as usual. That's a Grammy winner over there. You know, Grammy winning woohoo guy. When they heard the song, they were like, good song, woohoo, Grammy. Yeah, he got the Grammy. I just got the credit for the song that he did the woohoo on. Anyway, guys, let's get into it. Phil Hall in the house. Guys, when you got a Phil Hall here, doing it, YouTube style. I'm going to quickly open up the channel here on YouTube so I can make sure I say hello to everybody. And on TikTok, I want to say hi to whoever's here kicking with me. Russell Allison, Trace, Mipro. What you got, a Mipro? Okay, mate. Okay, hold on a second, mate. Just tell me one thing, okay, man? I told you, hey, Pelican, fly away, Pelican. Okay. You get me? I'll take you out to effing hell. Okay. Are you freaking Scarface on me? Wow, guys, you come down. It's crazy. Tuesday night. Have a good time. Renaissance Man. Of course, you go out to a party, right? Owen Wilson is there trying to pick up a chick. Oh, Owen, good time doing Wedding Crashes. What are we doing next? Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm doing Zoolander 3. I'm out there doing it. What are we talking about? Gonna have a good time, Owen Wilson. You're doing Owen Wilson style. Gonna run into Richard Dreyfuss. Wow, Richard Dreyfuss, good actor. Of course it's a good actor. Richard Dreyfuss, Bob, I don't treat patients on vacation, Bob. Faye, I don't treat patients on vacation, Faye.
Dr. Marvin, I'm doing the baby steps. I'm doing it, Dr. Marvin. I'm gonna bring Gil.
Bob, I'm at Lake Winnipesaukee. I don't treat patients on vacation, Bob.
Guys, if you're not smashing the screen for freaking What About Bob? Peter, what's happening?
Lumberg, what are you doing here?
Are you gonna have that TPS report?
No, I'm not going to have that today, Lumberg. I'm kind of done, with the TPS reports.
All right, but yeah.
Office Space. What are we doing here, Joanne?
Maybe we'll have the foreword, to the story from our English counterpart, Jeremy Irons. Of course, if you go out with friends to have a good time, you're bound to run off a cliff from time to time.
I need a script to read, Joanne. Can you pull up the story of the day for Jeremy Irons? You can't have Jeremy Irons reading a story and you're not giving him love. By the way, I have no audio tonight. No idea. I'm trying to do a show. Joanne's wheezing and I can't even put on music. Well, I got this type of music. That's my song. Actually, let's put this one on. I wrote this 3 nights ago. I don't know. It makes me just want to melt. All day, night is only hours away. We can play, yeah, we can ride to the sunset for another day. Ride into the sunset. Right into the sunset. Why am I getting that when I want? Really? What is going on with my pedal? Reset will do it. No.
God, we got it back. day turns to night. The stars out, yeah. You can see it all, it's crystal clear, yeah. We're flying into time, yeah.
Something. I don't need to play over something we wrote 4 days ago. You guys want to write a song? I need you to give me a topic. All you have to do is say a couple words. Who's here with me? Clicking on to see fam and friends. So if you're here on TikTok, I'm looking for a title from you. All you need to actually do is a title or a topic. Darren, how are you, man? Darrenek, how are you, my friend? Give me a topic or give me a title. That's all I need, is a topic or a title. Or a corpse man, how are you, my friend? Topic, title, and we're rocking, and a freaking roll. Oh, can you play Sister by Dave Matthews? I don't know that song, but I can write you a song called Sister. How about that? Are you still here? Let me know. S-Coop said roller derby. Have a great Daniel in the house. I'm heading over to the YouTube fam now. I have to say hi to them. I can't get the screen open yet because Joanne's wheezing. You can hear it so loud. You know? Like, I don't even know how anybody's dealing with it. What's that? No, Joanne, it's fine. Can you do me a favor, though? Like, stop opening and closing the drawer with the Zabrowski file? She's always at, the helm with the Zabrowski file. It's just a check. The's nothing else in the file. And every day she's like, it's a Zabrowski file. Freaking Joanne. Right? So over here on the Fam and Friend YouTube channel, I see Have a Great Dana in the house. I love it. Kathleen Danford, MJ Mama, Pamela Swan, Renee Woods, S. Coop, and Trish Killian. The Fam and Friends. Kicking it from the top. That's what I'm talking about. And I guarantee there's somewhere in the mix a Pamela Swan saying, freaking Joanne. I'm just guaranteeing it. I can't do any more than that. Mark Stradamus, when I predict the future and it comes true over and over, and then you're Mandela'd. And all of a sudden you're like, no, Mark Stradamus. It was me. I did it all. From the future, 2769. So should we write something here? The first one was about Sister. Let me see. Yeah, see? S-Coop's got one going, too, about the frickin' Joanne. She's the worst, So, song title. Anybody have a good song title? I'm looking for something that's got a little bit of depth, if you got it. Let me see if I can rock and roll the old backdrop Magoo, we call it. Beat, seat, scene, got it going, do you know what I mean? Let's try to fix this since now we have it worked. We know how to do the interaction. So I'm going to set it up properly again, which was like this. And then we go like this. We do the old interaction. We knock off the sound, even though the sound's not working tonight, but still, look, now we're kicking it. We got our backdrop proper. Sometimes when you're here in YouTube and you got a freaking green screen and then you got a light show, you may want to leave TikTok and head over to the YouTube channel in order to see it. I'm just saying, it's a pretty cool light show. Plus you see my invention, the first drum for guitar players. It's called the Beat Seat. What is the Beat Seat, Mark? Well, it's the first drum that you can kick. So you freaking kick the thing, right? Maybe we should tune this pop. That's going to be a good idea because this sucker's been sitting here for a day. All right, we're rocking. Song title, Joanne, Get Into My Sound System When My Back Was Turned. You're too funny. Oh. Here we go. I got Jay, my brother Jay, is asking for a song. Oh, it's freaking making noise. The Wedge. Okay, that's Jay has asked now for a couple. Well, now this is the second Fish song. I don't know the Wedge either. Last time he asked me for a song, it was called Fluffhead. If you guys have not heard Fluffhead, we call ours Fluffhead McGee because I didn't want any sort of concern where people are like confused because the Fish song is awesome and it's different. I never heard it until after I actually wrote my Fluffhead, and I like that. I never heard Run Like an Antelope until after I wrote my Like an Antelope. So I would say if you haven't heard Run Like an Antelope, if you haven't heard Fluffhead McGee, head over to iTunes, head over to Spotify, and just type in Mark Pires Fluffhead, Mark Pires Run Like an Antelope, and you could hear both songs. There's another one I started working on. My buddy Mark asked, it's Jay's friend too. He asked me to play, and it's called, it was like Billy something. Billy, I can't think of the name of it, but it was Billy something. It was like some sort of pirate. I made a pirate thing out of it. It was a cool tune. I still haven't edited it. It's on my phone like a year ago now. I've got so much stuff on my phone and I still haven't edited. We have 15 albums out and there's probably probably 6 or 7 more albums already on my phone that I just haven't been able to edit down for you. 196 songs. We got a couple albums to really go to past the Beatles. I thought they were at 183. They're actually 227. So 3 more albums and we'll have passed the Beatles. But we've already written enough to pass them. I just haven't released that yet. So let's write something now. Fluffhead McGee, right, MJ? So this is the Wedge. That's what my buddy Jay wants me to write. So I love it. I love when Jay asks me to throw up some random thing out there. The Wedge.
blocked by sunlight, by the moon, yeah. Everywhere you turn, there's light blinding you. You're caught in the wedge. You're caught in the wedge. You're caught in the wedge. Picture perfect. perfect to picture this. I'm out playing everywhere. I can see across eternity. 'Cause I'm free in the moment, no encumbrances when I'm creating. Yep, when I've got this moment in my hands, I'm cold wedge. Standing around, yeah, standing still, yeah, looking around, yeah. They're wondering what you're doing, yeah, got too much going on between the ears. When you just walking by, yeah, minding your own business, yeah, they just got to stick their nose out, yeah, they've got to shout, yeah, then bring you down, yeah. All there. Stuck in the wedge. Oh, they're stuck in the wedge. Slow down, you're down slow, yeah, you can't go where you want to go. 'Cause there are rules you've got to abide by. You're stuck in the wedge. Drive as fast as you want. When you get there, you're still where you were all along. Yeah, you can't run away from you, no. You see, you got a soul within you. You can't get away no matter how fast you think you can go. You can't fly out of this soul, you know. Oh, you're stuck in the wedge.
you're stuck in the wedge when you start to think what you got to do is holding you back from your greatest potential. Yeah, you know you cannot go gentle into the night. No, you got to show up like a fire. Yeah, you got to explode like a titan. Yeah, go. You got to explode. Don't you know? No, you're stuck in the wedge. You're stuck in the wedge. No, you're stuck in the wedge. Oh, you're stuck in the wedge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, oh, stuck in the wedge. Oh, you're stuck in the wedge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you're stuck in the wedge. Oh, you're stuck in the wedge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, oh, stuck in the wedge. Oh, you're stuck in the wedge. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, oh, stuck in the wedge. Yeah, you know there's no edge to the difficulty. Style, no. Stuck in the wedge. 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 Ooh, stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge. Yeah. Stuck in the wedge. 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 Yeah, you know we're stuck in the wedge. Yeah, 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 yeah. Stuck in the wedge. Oh, you think you could get out more because you're stuck. You're stuck below. Yep, you can't get out of that crevice. You know you're stuck in the wedge. Oh, you know you're stuck in the wedge. You're stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge. Yeah, you're stuck in so just let go. Yeah, let it all take place. You can't get away anyway. Yeah, so no. Accept your reality. You're stuck in the wedge. Yeah, you're stuck in the wedge. You're stuck in the wedge. Oh, you're stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge.
I don't know. That's what I wrote for you, Jay. Hope you liked it. As we do, just write a song. You're alive in the moment. What the frig, right? Take it down a level, guitar. It's time to do the news. Joanne's wheezing, which means it's time for the news. What's that? Oh, that's right. Joanne said I always wheeze. I forgot. For a second, I was like, she's wheezing, guys. We have to do the news. Because she's wheezing. But then she reminded me, she always freaking wheezes. What the... Joanne, what the hell? You got that going? The backdrop doing it? Like mid-style? We're in the middle of the show here. And you're doing an outro? Wish I could do the outro on Joanne. You know what I mean? Just be like, oh, okay, Joanne. Why don't you hit the porta potty? I hit the eject button. You know, mid poop-a-doop. The poop-a-doop goes with Joanne as it ejects. I got that special, you know, turbo eject button. You know, the one that goes extra far to my neighbor's house. I didn't want it to be just like a few feet away and still the stench comes back. You know, we get a backdraft type of thing. Kurt Russell comes out and tries to save the day. It doesn't go well. But Joanne, she gets hoisted, you know, almost like catapulted, you know, sort of old school, you know, when you're talking about Lord of the Rings. You got Lord of the Rings, you're trying to put one of those freaking huge cannonballs into the, you know, catapult machine. Joanne doubles for a freaking humongous catapult. You know what I mean? For the ball, the cannonball you put in there, just throw a Joanne in the middle, you know? Like, that thing goes. Oh my goodness, she's doing one of these. You know what I mean? It's good. right through the freaking uprights. Neighbor's house. Took it out, completely. Those poor people. They were watching freaking, politics. It's just, serves them right. They were watching politics when it happened. Took everything out but the one room they were sitting in. It's a weird thing when all of a sudden you see like plumbing squirting out all over the place because there's no house left. Just like broken pieces. And Joanne's sitting there going, with her wheeze, What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I know that's a dead-on interpretation of your wheeze. Impressionist, like she wants me to prove it. I just proved it. That's exactly what you sound like. Wow, Joanne, you come down. You sound like that. Christopher Walken, you talking and you doing a wheeze. Go to the porta potty. Guys, when you have a porta potty in the back that Joanne frequents and you have a turbo eject button, when you just feel like when the smell starts to permeate, turbo eject sends the entirety, including Joanne and the poopadoop, out of the porta potty to the neighbor's house. The best part about it is when Joanne takes the house out, the poopadoop just has a place to kind of like, when they say you want to lay it out manure style in order to, you want to have some good crop. You want good crop, you put manure out. Joanne's helping out with the crop, in 2024. But, she's throwing through the freaking, where does that smell? Don't worry about it. Your crops are going to be strong in 24. That's the thing. Most people don't realize the benefits to a porta potty eject button with Joanne, signature edition. It's an interesting one when all of a sudden you got to the bottom of it. You're like, where did this come from? And there's a signature at the bottom of the last poopadoop. Joanne, you signed your poopadoop? That's just like, that's something. That means afterwards you took the time. That's disgusting, Joanne. Just like your wheeze. And your toes. That's right, I forgot. She's got, the longest toenails right now. She's going for the record for the Guinness. I don't know if you saw, the guy who had the freaking nails that came together and they became one, and then they grew down to his freaking toes. He was 87 with the longest freaking nails in history. They had to take a hacksaw. They had to use like a laser, like talking CERN. They had to bring the guy to CERN, put his freaking fingernails into the CERN machine. They turned it on. All of a sudden he's got normal nails. But for a long time he was number one in the world. Super disgusting nails. That's what Joanne's got going on. With her toenails though. Her regular nails are surprisingly short. She keeps them trimmed. Joanne, why do you keep your regular nails trimmed, but your toenails are freaking disgusting? What are we talking about here? Like we're here trying. What? No, Joanne, don't get upset and go to the porta potty. Where's that freaking button? I'm doing the eject. I don't have time. She's going to critique me now? Okay, Joanne, hit the porta potty. Eject. She gets to 87 miles an hour. She finds Doc Brown. Back to the Future. That was how good it was, the eject button. You're able to go, at this proper speed to open a wormhole, go back in time to the future. See me there as well, Future Mark. But you're like, hey, Future Mark. You didn't even let on that you were from the past. You just were like, hey, Future Mark. And then you went over to see Doc Brown, who had those stupid glasses on, Oh, those would be cool in 2020. Nobody had those dumb glasses, That was just a dumb thing. They were like, well, maybe the future will be like this. No, it was crap like that. Where's the freaking hoverboards? I'm here trying to hoverboard it. I keep scraping my knee. This one's going to work, Dad. All of a sudden, scraped a knee. I had to go to the doctor for that one, They gave me a lollipop afterwards. That's the life of a child now, 2022, Trying to hoverboard it, If you haven't figured out the technology of hoverboarding by 2023, I got a question, like what have you been prioritizing from all the UFO, crash landings that have taken place? Oh, we need to get LED TVs. Oh, I get it. You got all those things, but what are we talking about? You know what I mean? No priority on this one. Joanne, I think that if you stopped wheezing, that would be great. Here we go. Joanne, we're going to get the story of the day on. If you can give me the window capture. It's all I ask for. You do the window capture, and I will stop yelling at you, at least for the next 4 minutes. Okay? But if you can't, eject button. Look, I'm sorry to hold that over you, but I had it specially installed to handle your weight load. When you go in the freaking elevator and it says no more than 2,500 pounds. Working with a ton over there. Look, that's fine. She's a ton head also. That freaking head, it's ridiculous. Like my dog, Maggie. Maggie's got a monster head too. She has a tough time walking through doorways like Ben Affleck. Who knew Affleck head was so big that when he walks through a normal, 4-foot opening, he's got to kind of really take it slow. If he's not careful, he could take an ear off. It almost happened in 87. Poor Affleck. He was just a newborn adult, ready to go out there into the world, and he almost lost an ear. Yeah, he's running through a door jam. I'm sorry. You can't do that, especially when it's got the door attached to the door jamb. Like you had it open, but still you lost those 2.5 inches, buddy. It's no longer a 36-inch door for you, Ben Affleck. It's now 34 because the door covers about 2 inches when it's open. Affleck almost takes an ear off. It's because his head is ridiculous, If you guys don't know the story of the curious case of Ben Affleck head, there's about 12 episodes on YouTube. And the story basically goes like this. That head is freaking mongoloid, And if you ever saw the movie Mallrats and you see him standing next to Shannon Doherty, you'll say, he's about to eat her freaking head. His head is monstrous. What is going on with that thing? And now every time I see him, that's all I can think about is his stupid head in Mallrats. It's like his first movie ever. But it's his kryptonite. His freaking head is ridiculous, guys. If you don't know, I'm going to lay you out a couple of secrets to Hollywood right now. Ben Affleck head has a special crew. They shoot him with 81 cameras. It's the only way you can get it to work. 81 cameras to capture the entirety of the Affleck head. And then they pitch it, stitch it, put it all together. Then they size him down to fit next to a Garner or whoever else he's going to be doing the movie with. And they're like, yay, look how cute they look together. And like, if they only knew the CGI that was going into that, you know what I mean? Because that friggin' head, he's in a different state filming, Jennifer Garner is there doing the scene and she's like, what do you think? Batman or whatever the frig she's doing, right? And he looks back, he's like, I'm Batman. I go back to Batmark because he's better than Batman. If you didn't know, you missed the movie. It's my first feature film, Batmark versus Supermark. Dick Facce almost got the best of it. He did. He really did, actually. He won. Facce won that one. That's why there's a sequel. We started working on the sequel, and then I did 4 more movies, and I haven't gone back to the sequel really yet, so I don't know if we're going to. I'm going to have to find a way to do it. I just can't do it for a while. Anyway, here we go. St. Elizabeth offering new blood test that can screen for 50 different cancers at once. Joanne, this is good for you because you got that friggin' humongocarditis and you also eat a lot of yam. Like, I don't know why you buy yams and then you also get like spam. She does spam and yams. And she loves it, But I think the spam being in the metal, no good, So you should do this test. Do the 50 different, Maybe you got a gout type of cancer, you know what I mean? Because there's something going on over there, Anyway, here we go. The Elizabeth offering a new blood test that can screen for 50 different cancers at once. Joanne, I just freaking read that part. And then you have me double-deckering it. And I'm not on the screen, am I? I bet you I'm not on the freaking screen right now. And the story's not on the screen. It's probably better, Joanne, because I wasn't on the screen. You were double-deckering me, making me do the story without anybody watching or without anybody seeing me. That's you doing it. Yeah, see, now we go. And I'm on the screen now. What are we doing, Joanne? Guys, look at that. That number should have a couple zeros after it, or at least a K. It should say K. 14K. Right? What are we doing here? 1,352 days in a row. This is what we got? And it's, you guys are amazing. You guys show up every day and I love you. I do. But what the fuck is going on with this, right? You know what I mean? Like, what the? All right, that wasn't what I was planning on looking at. I wanted to see this. Can I get, oh my goodness, I'm getting that weird background. Can I get this to open? Tell me we're open on this. Nope. I gotta switch it. Okay, there we go. Now we are good. We've got the story in front of us. Joanne is wheezing still. Sorry, guys. There's only so much I could do. Gosh almighty, Joanne. I keep changing the deal. Here we go. A new blood test at St. Elizabeth can... Joanne, I freaking read it now for the third time. The new test is called Galleri. It detects DNA from cancer cells in the bloodstream. Health officials said because this DNA is different from the DNA of the rest of the body's normal blood cells, it can help identify a potential tumor that may require medical attention. St. Elizabeth calls the new test groundbreaking for patients since they can now pinpoint cancers that are really hard to find or detect. I can't read today, Joanne. This test is very good at picking up cancers where we don't currently have good screening options, such as ovarian or pancreatic cancer. Jamie Grund, the MS at Director, what does the MS stand for? Medical Science Director? Maybe? I don't know. Anybody got the MS for me? Director of St. Elizabeth Precision Medicine and Breast Centers. Medical scientist. I don't know. She said in a statement, those cancers are difficult to detect at early stages. This new test allows us to screen for those diseases in a way that we haven't been able to before. Health officials said that because 70% of cancer deaths are from cancers that we don't have effective screening for, the impact of the test could be significant. Currently, there are only screenings available for breast, cervical, colon, lung, and prostate cancer, and they must be conducted one at a time. Whereas the new blood test checks for 50 different cancers at once. Officials do say the test is meant to supplement already existing screenings. No, it's not meant to replace them. Patients should also still see their providers for routine checkups. The blood test is currently available at St. Elizabeth for patients over the age of 50 who believe they are cancer-free but may be at risk. The test is not recommended for those who are pregnant. Any patient who has previously tested for cancer must be in remission for at least 3 years before getting tested. The test required a blood draw, and results are available within 2 weeks. Positive results may identify concern for cancer in a specific part of the body up to 2 affected body parts. If there's a positive result, patients will be contacted by a licensed genetic counselor. We see patients in our prevention clinic because they're trying to identify cancers at the earliest stages when they are most treatable. They are interested in Joanne. We're also interested in measures that can be taken to prevent cancer, Grund said in a statement. This blood test fits nicely into our early detection. What are we trying to do? Are we like German? That's not good.
This blood test fits nicely into our early detection and prevention efforts.
Jeremy Irons. To date, St. Elizabeth has completed the test on a handful of patients. Is that literally like... And no one has received a positive result. Currently, the test isn't covered by insurance, and it costs $949 out of pocket. So that's our story of the day. Joanne, thanks for doing it and wheezing through the whole freaking thing. Quite obnoxious, if you ask me, but I'm just the freaking, host. Stab wound in the house. It is always a good to see the stab wound. Guys, I am tired. It's been a long day. Holy freaking cow. I have no audio. I would love to play you something. We just wrote a song, though. Let's listen to it again real quick.
Stuck in the wedge.
Stuck in the freaking wedge.
Stuck in the wedge. Oh, you know we're stuck in the wedge, yeah. Stuck in the wedge. Stuck in the wedge.
If you guys don't know, you got here a little while ago. My buddy Jay came in and said, can you write a song called The Wedge? Because I did Fluffhead McGee for him, and I did Run Like an Antelope for my buddy, and also Billy Bedgate, Billy something. I don't know. I got to go back and find it. I wrote them both the same night when I did Run Like an Antelope. Guys, this Shan's thing, somebody please locate it for me, like what day it was I did it. I will pull it and I'll drop it. Shan's was pretty crazy. I need to drop that for you. I also found when I did the theme song stuff for UI and for freaking Max Plumbing. Oh man, I dropped it. It's crazy. DP said, "Sing it, Sir Mark. At least you were not knighted by the good lizard queen who knighted old Jimmy Seville." Too funny. Fading like a mofo. Sitting here just noodling. You know, noodle-oodling. No, Joanne, I don't have any food. Yeah, do you have a snack? No, freaking don't have a snack for you. You want a noodle-oodle. I can't give you noodles. I was just doing it, you know, noodle-oodling on the guitar. You freaking want some freaking, you know, rice-a-roni. I'm sorry. I know that it's a San Francisco treat. You just can't have any. It's 12 in the morning. So. She's so demanding. Anyway, guys, it's important that we try to rise above Joanne's negativity, you know, and the wheeze. Let's try to rise above it vocally and in spirit, you know, energy. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I know. Everybody knows you're not real. Guys. Tomorrow we do it all over again with Joanne. You know. One of these days, guys. One of these days. That's all I can say. Right? Anna Treos, DPFX, Kathleen Danford, Kill It and Grill It, Pamela Swan, Renee Woods, S-Coop, Stab Wound Bear, Trish Killian. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you showing up day in and day out. Stab Wound, it's so good to see you. DP, so good to see you. I hope tomorrow to see all of you guys again. Pretty sure my family and friends will be back. Let's see if we can blow this sucker out. There are a couple million people here tomorrow. You know, Joanne, I want to see, instead of 15K, I want to see 1M. And we go live. We got 1M. And we could just build some positivity, write a song for 1M people. 1 million people live in the moment, yeah. We're live on the Renaissance Man show. Gotta go tonight, but tomorrow we'll have 1 million more. Yeah, one of these days they will open the door for the show. Yeah. But it's gonna be on you. Stab Wound, yeah, DPFX, yeah, and Atreus, yeah, and Kathleen Danford, and Kill It and Grill It, yeah, Pamela Swan, and the boys in the school, yeah, almost Stab Wound Bear, you know, Trish Killian, I swear it's gonna be because of you, yeah, when you tell someone what you like, they want to see what it's about, oh. So I will see you tomorrow when we have 1 million people here. 1M. We bypassed K and hundreds. We went right to 1 mil. You know, when you're just manifesting. Guys, we manifested the 1 million live. Oh, goodness, guys. I'll manifest the freaking hell out of it. I show up every day for the rest of my life. If it's meant to be, it will be, fam and friends. I will see you tomorrow when we do it all over again. Until then. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.
You got to go away.
Yeah. Oh, you got to go away. Yeah.
You got to go away.
You got to go away. Joanne, you got to stop wheezing. Yeah. Can you stop the wheeze, Joanne? I'm trying to get some rest. Yeah, the whole house is vibrating again. Cause you're freaking wheeze. See you tomorrow, guys.